Good morning, students. Welcome to your English class. We will be doing a beautiful poem from your honeycomb. The poem's name is Trees. It's written by Shirley Bauer. Let's see what the poem is all about. The poem is based on the advantages of trees in our lives. It talks about material and aesthetic uses of trees. Material is the the daily usages that we have used by trees, and aesthetic is the beauty of trees, how it is affecting our lives. The poem shows the poet's love for trees. Let's read the poem now. So, children, I would be reading the poem. Please follow how I read the poem. Trees are for birds, trees are for children. Trees are to make tree houses in. Trees are to swing swings on. Trees are for the wind to blow through. Trees are to hide behind in hide and seek. Trees are to have tea parties under. Trees are for kites to get caught in. Trees are to make cool shades in summer. Trees are to make no shade in winters. Trees are for apples to grow on and pears. Trees are to chop down and call timber. Trees make mothers say, "What a lovely picture to paint." Trees make fathers to say, "What a lot of leaves to rack this fall." Now let's go line by line and see its explanation. Trees are for birds. As the line is self explanatory, the trees are for birds because they make their nest in the trees, and they also get food from the trees through fruits and the insects that are on the trees. Trees are for children. Now, children use the trees to play around, play on. Some of the children climb on it like monkeys do, and then they play. Trees are used to make tree houses in. We make tree houses, some of them make small tree houses and have a hideout there. Some of them, some people live in these tree houses. And trees, the fourth line is trees are to swing swings on. Some of them tie swings, jhula, right? Swings on the tree and then they swing on it, right? The next set. Line 5 says trees are for winds to blow through. Now sometimes when strong winds blow through the trees, the leaves fall down, right? So trees are for that. The poet is trying to say that. Trees are to hide behind in hide and seek. Again, for children, trees are the best play partners for children, where when little children play games such as hide and seek, they use these trees to hide behind. The poet goes on saying that trees are to have tea parties under. So, children also have tea parties under the tree. Some people also have tea parties under the tree. They call their friends and organize a small tea party under tree. Trees are for kites to get caught. Here, what the poet is trying to say is the children play, fly the kites and play there, and it gets caught in the trees, and then the children climbs up the tree and releases the kites. Some kites get stuck on the tree and the children climbs on it and takes it out from there from the leaves, right? So that's what the poet is trying to say. Line 9 says trees are to make cool shades in summer. Trees are very useful in summers as we require shade in the scorching heat of the summers. The shade is a necessity for travelers who are traveling during summers, you know. They can just take a rest under the shade of the trees. Even for children who are playing in summers, they can take a rest, they can take rest under the shade, right? Now the next line says trees are to make no shade in winters. Here what the poet is trying to say is that in the winters trees become bare, they shed their leaves and they do not have leaves on their on themselves, okay, and they are unable to provide any shade to the travelers or children who are playing under them. Now, but still, trees are so useful. The next line says that trees are for apples to grow on and pears. We get lot of fruits from trees. Children climb up and pluck fresh fruits from the trees and eat them, right? So, trees are to chop down and call timber. Here, what they're trying to say is when in winters, when the trees shed their leaves and it becomes barren, they are used to, they are chopped down means cut down and used to make furnitures. The cry timber is a usual cry done by the woodcutters so that when the tree is almost going to fall, it is a kind of sign that the woodcutters give, you know, that there's a tree going to fall down, so whoever is on the path of the falling down tree, so you have to move away. That's why it's called timber. Okay. Line 13. Trees make mothers say, what a lovely picture to paint. Here, trees are so beautiful. The poet is trying to say that trees are so beautiful that the mothers love to paint it on their canvas. Clear? Now, on the other hand, what does father say? Trees make father say, what a lot of leaves to rack this fall. As the now here the poet is trying to say that the father who is mowing the lawn and who is cleaning the lawn is always complaining that there is lot of leaves around, I'll have to compile all those leaves around. Where mother is saying it's such a beautiful picture to paint, father is actually feeling bad that he has to do lot of work by collecting all the fallen leaves, right? Rake is to collect using the instrument which is shown in this picture, right? This picture, this is called rake. Now, let's move on to the analysis of the poem. So first, what we'll do is understand the themes of the poem. The first theme that we'll be talking about is relationship with nature and human beings. The poem beautifully explores the importance of tree in children and adults' life. Trees never lose their importance in the lives of human beings. When they are green, they give us fruits and give us shade. Yeah, it's not only for children, it's also for travelers who are traveling in summers. They also give shades while playing in summers or traveling in summers. When they shed their leaves, they are used to get timber. So this mutual relationship continues between nature and human being. We need to be very sensitive here, wherein sensitive about what nature is giving us, and in return, what are we doing to nature? Just give it a thought. Importance of tree is our next theme that the poem talks about. The importance of the importance of tree is analyzed in three aspects: the aesthetic aspects, the materialistic aspect, and the emotional aspect. The aesthetic aspect is talking about the beauty of the tree. Trees are always beautiful to look at. It adds on beauty to the earth. Whereas materialistic, out of tree we get lot of we can make a lot of things, that is like furnitures, and your pencils. All these are made out of trees, so it is also a material gain. It gives you materials. And emotional, how is it connected emotional? Because trees are the best play buddies of the children, and children love to play on trees, so they are emotionally connected with the trees, right? The next we will talk about structure of the poem. The poem comprises of 16 independent lines, each starting from the same word tree. This poem is not divided into stanzas. There is no rhyme schemes to the poem. The last part of the analysis of the poem is the tone. What was the tone of the poem? The tone is an attitude in with which the poet has written this poem. So the tone of this poem is light-hearted and cheerful. The poet sounds very happy as she is recounting the importance of tree in our life. The poet is very happily listing out all the advantages of the tree, right? That's all for now, children. Please go through the poem once again. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.